Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone. Follow my business page at Brishari and follow my new business page, my hair page at Salir Beauty. We'll be dropping this Saturday, November 8th on my birthday. Woo! Your girl turning 31. All right, y'all, before we get into this video, y'all already know what I gotta do. Oh, let me disclaimer, y'all don't mind the hair. I love y'all so much. And after this, I don't have a hair appointment, and not tomorrow, but I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, so I ain't gonna be able to do it. Anyway, after I do this video, I gotta take my hair down and change my hair color because yeah, my birthday's coming up and I'm doing a different color. So bear with me with the raggediness. Yeah, and y'all, another thing too, why I sat here and recorded a whole video and then I was like, after I recorded, I was like, am I ready to talk about that? And I scrapped it and I'm so annoyed because yeah, let's get into the community spotlight of the week so we could tell this story and move going with our lives. I'm just kidding. Okay, so the community spotlight of the week, we got Queen Ashley, E-Dubs, NJC 1304, Corden B93, and we got Crystal 483. Thank you guys so much for being my top commenters of the week. I love you guys so much. Okay, I hope y'all voted today. Let's get into this video. So y'all, this video is about, I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but this is about, like, you would think I learned my lesson. Oh, I'm sorry, it's like hair on my face and it's irritating. Okay, y'all would think I learned my lesson when it comes down to like meeting people on the internet or stuff like that, but baby, I don't. Well, sort of, kind of. Anyway, so let's get into this story, which I have a lot of stories. This will be another series too. Let me start a series and then move into another series instead of finishing the other ones. Y'all know me, I be all over the place. Anyway, so around this time, I'm just scrolling on Instagram at this point, and this is when I lived with my ex that we named Jonathan, y'all, the one we had mentioned before. So I'm just on Instagram, we on the couch chilling, he playing a game, I'm just scrolling on Instagram or whatever, and next thing you know, I see this girl had posted a post on her story, and it was all like, I wish I need more friends who like to get up and go or something like that, who be ready to get up and go or something. And then she said something like, cause I be on the move. So I respond to her story and I was like, girl, same. So she said, if we looking for the same thing, we should just be friends. So I said, you right. So y'all, at this point, we responded to the DM. We just like talking or whatever like that. And she was telling me like, okay, her name is, let's just name her Leisha. She was like, okay, my name is Leisha. I'm like, I'm Symone, and we exchanged numbers. So when we exchanged numbers, it really pretty much was to be like, my name, this Leisha, store me, whatever. We did not text. At this point, we would just respond to each other's stories on Instagram, comment on pictures, send each other like little like memes and stuff like that. Nothing too major, but we wasn't texting. We never planned to hang out, none like that, ever since that first initial conversation. So let's fast forward to probably like a month and some change later. I posted on Instagram and I posted a picture of myself looking cute, and I ended up putting on my story, and I was all like, I hate when I get dressed and I look cute and I ain't got no plans. So I basically put that because one, I wanted to make Jonathan mad, and two, I kind of wanted to be outside, you know, and not with Jonathan. So anyway, so the way I'm just looking on the camera right now, I'm like, I really love y'all because I'll hop on this camera looking anyway. But anyway, so after that, she ended up responding to my story, and she was just like with the looking eyes. So I was like, hey girl, and she ended up texting me. So she was just like, girl, what you doing tonight? So I'm like, nothing. I just went to eat with my mom and my sisters, and you know, I ain't got nowhere to go. Like, now I'm just about to head back to the house. So she was just like, oh, okay, cool. She was just like, all right, well, you trying to go out tonight? So I'm like, okay, where? She told me that it was her friend something. I think I just dropped a mixtape. Maybe I dropped the EP. I don't remember what was the reason for her friend, but hey, she said it was her friend going to the club to celebrate something, and that he needed more people for his section because, yeah, basically he needed more girls or whatever, I guess. So she was like, yeah, you trying to go? Because she only like one of her homegirls, and she was like, and it'll be cool. Like, you come, it's gonna be fun. We have a good time. So I'm like, okay, cool. That works for me. I'm not really tripping about being in a dude section. It wasn't about that, but it was like, look, we getting out and we having a good time, and plus me and her being supposed to link, so why not? She was saying she'd come pick me up, we could park at her house and we could Uber there, and I was like, you know what, no, I have to go back by my house to go get something anyway. So I was like, I could just meet at your house and we could Uber from there. I was already at home, y'all. Even when I told her I was on the way home, I was already at home. I just said that because I like to have access to my car, one, and two, I don't know if I want you to know where I live at, because we don't know each other like that. You feel me? So I was like, where you live at? I'm gonna come pull up. So I ended up pulling up to her house, and when I came in, like I said, it was her other friend there. So we just gonna give this girl the name Clingy, and it's gonna make a lot of sense when we tell this story and a lot more. So she was like, hey, this is my friend Clingy. I'm like, hey, I'm Symone or whatever. You know, we just introduce each other, like, we just talking or whatever. So at this point, Leisha was like, this is so funny. And I was like, what? She was like, because we all made it out the group chat. So we just laughing. I'm laughing because I don't know what she talking about, honestly. And I guess Clingy didn't either. So she was just like, y'all probably don't even know what I'm talking about. She was like, I met both of y'all on Instagram. She was like, and this is my first time meeting up with y'all. Both of y'all. Today was like my first time. So I was like, oh. So I'm like, oh, y'all just met too? And she's like, yeah. At this, before she said this, we was already kind of like chopping it up. So I'm thinking they had already knew each other or whatever. So, cause me, like, I could just start having full-on conversations with anybody, but I don't know. So but they conversation kind of seemed like they already knew each other, but I guess not. So I was just like, oh, okay, like, you know, that's cool, that's what's up. It made me feel a little bit more comfortable because I'm like, okay, cool. It's not like I gotta worry about it being weird because they already a friend group or whatever like that. Like, it's gonna be straight. So they talking or whatever. We all just talking, laughing about that or whatever, and just talking about a whole bunch of other stuff. So at this point, Leisha, she in her mirror because she getting ready. Me and Clingy, we already dressed and ready to go. So Leisha, she just doing like a little bit more touches before we called an Uber. So she in the mirror, she had a little vanity in her room. So she in the mirror or whatever, we sitting on her bed, we just talking. So at this point, I ended up pulling out a gum because I wanted to eat some gum because we over there drinking in her room, like basically pre-gaming. So I was like, ooh, let me chew some gum. So I pulled some gum up out of my purse, and Clingy was like, ooh, can I have a piece of gum? And I was like, yeah, sure. But at this point, remember I told y'all Leisha in the mirror, so she not knowing that Clingy is talking to me, she thinking she just asked for some gum. So Leisha turns around with some gum. At this point, Clingy, this is me. This is Clingy's hand. She's gripping the gum out of my hand. So when Leisha was like, oh, girl, I thought you was talking to me, because she had turned around and like about to give her a piece of gum. So she was like, she lets it go and said, she didn't grab it. She let it go. Mind you, I let it go too, because I'm thinking she was grabbing the gum and fell on the bed. She said, oh, wait, Leisha, you got gum? And she was like, yeah. She was like, never mind. I want Leisha's gum. So I said, okay. Took my gum, I put it back in my purse. So Leisha was like, oh, here. She's like, girl, this is some little juicy fruit that I took from my little cousin earlier because I knew I didn't go to the store. Who the fuck want juicy fruit? So so she grabbed the juicy fruit or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I want Leisha's gum. So it's fine, thank you. So Leisha was like, oh, what was that? And she seen what I had. I forgot, I don't know if I had Trident or Orbit. I don't really remember, one of those. So she was like, ooh. So Leisha was like, Symone, could I have one of yours? Because yeah, juicy fruit, this shit gonna hurt your jaws. And we started laughing. So I gave her one of mine. So then next thing you know, Clingy just sitting there and she just playing with the gum wrapper. She already put it in her mouth, but she just playing with it, like folding it up, making it to like a little heart or whatever. And I'm just thinking like, okay, y'all, that was the first red flag. I ain't even gonna hold y'all because this story is a little bit more recent, and at this point I already dealt with a lot of weird bitches in my life. So there was a first red flag for me, because I'm just thinking like, not that I wanted the hoe to eat my gum. It ain't nothing about it. It ain't like I'm jealous or anything, but it was just the fact that it was like the whole way that she did it was just so weird. Like, it was the weirdest shit ever. The way she threw my poor little gum down to grab Leisha's gum like this was a award-winning American Pie. It was just, but no, it was weird. It was very weird. You didn't even know what the type of gum this girl had. It was weird. So, yeah, that was just a first red flag. It was just kind of like a noted situation. So at this point, we still just laughing. I ain't act no type of way or whatever, because the fuck I look like blowing up over some gum. But it's a noted. You know, we just note stuff like, okay. So anyway, we just all talking and stuff like that. We were still taking shots. And then Leisha was done. She's like, okay, she gonna call the Uber. So finally the Uber come, we start to leave to go outside, right? I had these lacy shoes on and I didn't really lace them right. I just kind of was trying to hurry up and get in the house because I felt like I was taking too long already, but I wasn't. So I had kind of like just wrapped around my leg and then like tucked it. So they wasn't really right. And when we went in the house, I forgot to fix it. So when we was leaving out the house or whatever, Clingy walked out first. When I walked out behind her, I kind of stopped. I went by the car, but I'm kind of like stopped because I'm trying to fix my shoe. So, what's her name? Leisha, she left out last, of course, because she got to lock the door. So she was like, oh yeah, that's the car, y'all. Y'all can get in. That's the car. So I'm still just like, okay, I'm just fixing my shoe real quick. I'm just trying to fix my shoe. Clingy just standing there like this. standing up the curb, just standing there like this. So she's like, oh girl, yeah, that's the car, you could get in. Alicia just kept saying that, like, that's the car. Like, she walking up like, that's the car. Basically like, get the fuck in the car, why y'all just standing there? So I'm like, oh shit, okay, let me get in the car. So at this point, Alicia walked up to the Uber and she was just like, it's for Alicia. He was like, yeah. So she started getting in the car, and I am by the door. At this point, I'm like, my shoe is irritating me, so I'm just holding on to it like, okay, let me just get in. I start to get in the car. I'm basically right there, put my right foot in. I had to take my right foot out because why the fuck Clingy ass ran. She ran like Sha'Carri Richardson, ran and bolted in the motherfucking car. Damn near, y'all, damn near pushed me out the motherfucking way. This hoe ran. Because mind y'all, she was not even right there. She was like a little far away, just standing there looking like a damn fool. Did not get in the car. She ran and was like, I want to sit by Alicia. Okay, another noted situation. I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, this is a weird ass girl. You know, it was a noted, but it was like this lady is very strange. So we get in the car and Alicia was like, oh, okay girl, you could have got in first then. She's like, I didn't want to get in first. So that was just so weird, right? So we in the car, we got him playing turned up music, we lit, we are vibing to the music, you know, rapping the songs or whatever like that. And Alicia, I noticed like, I'm noticing Clingy just like kind of like kept just leaning on Alicia, like leaning on her and like closing her eyes and stuff like that and just smiling. I'm thinking like either they was bumping cooters before I got there, or she just have a crush on her, or she just, I don't know, maybe I stink. I'm just kidding. I know I didn't stink. But I'm thinking like it's something up. Like it's something weird about this girl. Or maybe she's just extremely weird. I'm like, maybe she the one who, I don't know. But I was really paying attention to that. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to pay attention to this because clearly this is a weird ass lady. Hopefully when we get to the club or when this liquor set in and she just start acting a little bit different. So finally we get to where we going. Oh boy came to get us because they was already inside. So they came to get us so we could go inside with them. So we in a section. When we first got in, they already greeted us with shots. We taking shots, we having a time, music playing, we dancing, we rapping the songs, we having a good ass time. At this point I'm noticing Clingy is just sitting down. I don't know if she didn't know the song or maybe she just don't enjoy fun. I don't know. So she just sitting down. So at this point me and Alicia, we rapping back and forth. I'm like, yeah, da 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 da. We rapping back and forth. So Clingy just sitting there like this, and then next thing you know, she got up and she just started like dancing in front of us. So we was slapping her butt or whatever, like, you know, like, hey, it's lit, whatever like that. So then next thing you know, she just sat back down. So I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, I'm not really thinking nothing weird about that, right? So at this point, Alicia over there talking to one of the boys in the section that she knew, and it's a song on, and I'm over here singing the song. I'm like recording myself singing the song. Y'all, I really wish I could post videos in this story. It's funny because I know when my sister watched it, she gonna be dying laughing because I literally just sent her video examples of this shit today. So we making a video, I'm making a video or whatever, and next thing you know, Alicia pulls me and starts to whisper in my ear. Not on no whisper song Yang Yang Twin shit neither. This hoe whispering in my ear something totally fucking irrelevant. And it kind of irritated me because, you know, when you drunk and sometimes, for some reason, I don't know what it is. I got the iPhone 2. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what phone this is. Maybe it's the 15. Maybe it's the 14. I don't know. Maybe it's a 12. I don't know. I think it's like a 14. Maybe 14. I don't know. So, you know, for some odd ass reason, and one thing about me, I don't update iPhones every year. I feel like that's the pointless shit ever. So, you know, for some reason, like when the new phones come out, your phone start tripping. Mine been tripping real bad lately, and I don't want to upgrade it. But yeah, when the new phones come out, your phone start tripping, and your camera quality start looking weird as shit. Things just be like off. So I'm already annoyed because I already just got the good vibe. I'm looking, that video was so tea. It was so cute. It was just that video. And this hoe just ruined that for me by coming and whispering some stupid shit in my ear. When I'm telling y'all, it's not like she whispered like, help, I'm in danger. No, she didn't whisper nothing important. She didn't whisper and tell me, hey girl, your shoe is falling off. Or, hey, your wig slipped into the back of your neck. She didn't whisper nothing important. I don't remember what she whispered, but it was so fucking irrelevant that it kind of just threw me. Like, it was like, what was the reason? My thing is, you could have waited. I don't give a damn if you feel like, oh, for some odd ass reason, I need to tell you this irrelevant ass shit right now. You still could have waited. The song wasn't gonna play that long, and I was recording on, I think, Snap. So it wasn't, I didn't have that much time. I think they just upgraded to 3 minutes, so maybe it was at like 1 back then. Chill. So anyway, when she whispered that, it kind of irritated me because it's like, you just messed my video up. So I had turned and I was just like, oh, huh? Like, what'd you say? Mind you, I'm not the type to just cop like an attitude. So I just was talking. I'm like, oh, huh? And then when she like said something again, I was like, oh, yeah. Which I was annoyed because I'm like, dang, that was my part. Ruined it. So at this point, she's now talking to me about something that has nothing to do with nothing. I promise you, we up in there talking about probably a TV show. How did you go from seeing me turned up lit making a video of my life, the video to make my nigga at home jealous, and you just now you want to talk to me about dumb shit? Like, maybe she said, you see everybody got Frenchies nowadays. I'm telling y'all, it was just so irrelevant. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So as she talking to me, I'm like engaging, but I'm rapping a song too. So basically you could see like, hey, can you kind of like chill out with talking right now? We in the club. So she just stopped talking or whatever, and now she like start being lit, and she's like, hey, she doing being lit or whatever. So she put her phone out and she like got her phone, like her camera like this, and she kind of put it towards on me. So I'm lit too, I'm rapping a song like, finally this hoe shut the fuck up so we can enjoy ourselves. So mind you, I don't have a problem with people talking. So if you talk to me, that's fine. Like if you meet me and we talking, I don't have a problem with people talking. It's just, this was very weird. It just, what we was talking about was just very, very irrelevant. It was annoying. So yeah, we in the club, like whatever, she rapping, she putting her phone up, she putting it towards me. At this point, Leisha come back. So Leisha comes in and like this, put her arm around both of us to get, like she came from, like she in the middle, right? She put her arm around both of us so she could get in a video of us rapping. Y'all, when I tell y'all Clingy smooth move that camera over so it could just be her and Leisha, and I'm like, okay, you know, maybe she just want them real quick. So then like this, so Leisha was like, hey, Leisha kind of noticed it. She like put her arm back. When she twisted back to them, like, no, not us. It's just me and you. So at this point, I'm just still like rapping and stuff like that. I'm not really caring about being on no whole camera or whatever like that. It's not really that deep for me, but I was just thinking like, I don't know, that was just kind of weird. Not saying you have to, because a lot of times I'll be recording myself and I don't be thinking to like put it on nobody else neither. So, but just the fact that you was vibing with me, and then when Leisha came back around, you start being weird, right? So at this point, we just like rapping stuff. Leisha ended up taking her arm from around me, and then she started trying to like rap to me, like, you know, rap to me, because I think she could probably just tell it was just kind of weird. Because once she came back around, like Clingy just like on her, and just it was just kind of just strange. So me, like Leisha was just basically trying to be mutual grounds, like, okay, like, you know, like I don't want it to seem like it's anything weird or whatever. So I'm not really tripping at this point. I just sat down because it was one song on, I didn't know this song, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm still just like moving in my seat, you know, but I'm just like seated though. And now I'm like kind of looking through my videos to see, ooh, which one I'm finna post on my story. So this one boy ended up coming up next to me. Mind y'all, I do not care about any of these dudes talking to me. Yeah, I'm getting into it with my ninja back at home. Well, I'm not getting into it with him, but it's like a little animosity. I just want him to know, like, don't you ever get shit twisted, bitch. I just want him to know like that, but I'm not caring to talk to nobody. I'm in a relationship. I don't care about other dudes. So the boy ended up coming up to me, and he just like talking to me. He said something to me, and I can't really hear him because the music loud. So I'm just like, huh? Like, what you say? So he was like, I'm saying, like, why you not lit with your friends? Why you just sitting here? So I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm like, you know, they got this. So at this point, I turned my phone and started like recording him just so he could just leave me the fuck alone. Cause yeah. So I'm like, hey, it's lit. So then I ended up stopped recording him or whatever. Cause at this point, they stopped dancing, and they just like reached over to get something to drink. So he's still talking to me or whatever about whatever the hell he's talking about. It's, you know, when you faded, people be talking, but you don't really be paying attention for real. Plus, like I said, I'm not interested in meeting nobody. So next thing you know, Clingy, mind you, Clingy ain't been worried about me ever since Leisha came back. Clingy come over there and start twerking on me. So I'm like, hey, I'm just like slapping her butt, whatever, like, hey, like, you know, whatever. So then next thing you know, she turns and she starts twerking on the boy. So he just like, okay, like, you know, and he dancing with her or whatever. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, and I'm like recording him. So at this point, I'm recording Clingy with like this to my phone. So I'm like, oh, okay, she must got like, I was never gonna post these videos anywhere anyway. I just was recording. One thing about it too, like when it comes down to the club, at first I used to be the type of person that record everything and post everything, but now I don't. Especially I don't post people because I don't know what you got going on. So I don't want to like record you dancing in the club and whole time you got a husband at home, and it'd be like, bitch, why the fuck would you post that? And they'd be like, oh, my bad. So I tend to not really like post stuff, especially with people that I'm with for real. Like, yeah, I don't be recording it for real. Like if it's people I'm with, or if it's a friend or whatever, and they doing something where I'm like, I don't know, you know, I'm just not gonna post that. So I was never gonna post that, no way. Like, So anyway, so then she's still just dancing on him. So then she like leaned over to him, and she leaned over to me, and she was like, what you and him talking about? And I was like, girl, not a whole lot of nothing. So she's like, oh, okay. Like just laughing and stuff like that. So now she's just sitting on his lap, and she's like, let's take a shot, y'all. Like, let's take a shot. Leisha, she over there talking to another boy. Like, she talking to somebody else or whatever. The same boy she was talking to earlier. So Clingy like, let's take a shot. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we start taking a shot, and we like cheersing and stuff like that. This is Clingy all on me. She took his hat off his head and put it on hers. Mind y'all, I'm not tripping off of it because, like I said, I don't want to talk to this boy. I'm not trying to talk to him. I got a dude at home. But it was just weird. I'm just thinking like, okay, this is just weird. I'm really just peeping like this girl's just kind of strange. Because out of all the ninjas in this section to talk to, somebody already tried to talk to her. Why? Even though, like I said, I'm not worried about him. You could do whatever. I don't give if this girl start guac 3000, this nigga right here next to me. You could do whatever you want to do. But out of all the ninjas, even the dude that try to talk to you, why are you coming to try to do the most on one that you see that was trying to pay me any type of mind? I just felt like that was so freaking weird. So at this point, we just sitting there and she talking and stuff like that, and Leisha ended up coming back over there, and me and Leisha get up. Leisha come back to where we at, and she like rapping, she like pulled me to get up. So I get up, we just rapping and stuff like that. Clingy is still over there on old boy, and we just vibing and dancing. Me and Leisha just vibing and dancing like that. So Leisha like, you good? Like, you good? Everything good? So I was like, yeah, I'm good. Everything cool. She was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, why you asking? She's like, oh no, I'm just making sure. She was like, who's that? Like, who that boy or whatever? I'm like, girl, I don't know. And she's like, okay. And I'm thinking like she probably peeped what just happened. So we vibing, we like locked in, we making videos, we just having a good time. Next thing you know, here go Clingy. She was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Can y'all come me to the bathroom? Like, well, Leisha, you come with me. Symone, you could stay to make sure nobody take our seats. Because it was other girls up in there. She's like, you can make sure nobody take our seats. So Leisha was like, no, come. So I was like, yeah, I was gonna come. I had to use the bathroom. The fuck? I don't give a fuck. Bitch, do you think I look like the motherfucking seat warmer? No. So I was like, yeah, I was gonna come. So she was like, well, we could just take turns. Like, okay, me and Leisha could go first, and then you could go. She was like, or if you gotta go right now, you could go, and then me and Leisha could go next. So Leisha was like, why can't we all just go to the bathroom? Mind you, at this point, I'm already walking off. Because who you gonna tell me when to go? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. This is not preschool. Baby, you can't tell me what the fuck to do. So we start leaving. We go to the bathroom. At this point, we in the line. We kind of waiting because, of course, it's a lot of people up in there. So Clingy like, I'm having so much fun. Oh, my God, I'm having so much fun. So I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Like, you know, thank you for inviting me to Leisha. And she's like, yeah, thank you for inviting. Like, you know, she's like, yeah, you cool as fuck. We got to do more stuff together or whatever. So Clingy was like, me too. I'm fun. We got to do stuff together too. Like, I'm fun. So she's like, yeah, like, most definitely you too. Like, we could all go out. Like, we could go eat or something, like something cute, get dressed up or something like that, just chill. So Clingy was like, yeah, like we could go out. Like, I love y'all my friends. Like, I love y'all. Like, I really don't have too many friends and stuff like that right now, but you know, like we gotta do stuff. So I'm like, yeah, like that would be fun. So at this point, Clingy, she dancing, like, you know, not dancing, but like, you know, she gotta use the bathroom really bad. So when one came available, I was like, girl, I don't gotta go that bad, you go before me. So she going to stall. While she in there, me and Leisha is over here dying laughing. We just like talking about a whole bunch of like random stuff and just like what if and like just laughing about a whole bunch of stuff. We taking pictures and we just laughing. So Clingy in the stall, she like, y'all, what y'all talking about? Why y'all not including me in the conversation? So we like, oh, you could hear us. So we just like saying little stuff to her, and we was just laughing. We was like, girl, did you see that one ninja that's in the section? Girl, and we just laughing. She's like, wait till I come out there. You could hear us. And it's not like he finna walk in. So we still just talking and laughing because like, why would we have to pause the conversation because you behind a door? The fuck? So we still talking and laughing. When she came out, she looked and gave like the coldest look and just seemed irritated. Like, she seemed so annoyed. So at this point, I go in and go use the bathroom too. Me and Leisha still talking through the door. We still talking. Clingy is not saying nothing. So I'm just like, okay, she's silent. When I come out, she seems so annoyed. So I'm washing my hands, and next thing you know, she started like pulling out her phone next to me, and she's like taking a picture in the mirror. And she's like, I just love you so much. I love you, Symone. Like, I really love you. You're really my girl. And I was like, oh, okay, I love you too. I'm thinking like, this hoe just drunk as fuck. Y'all, why every time she just started being weird, and she would just be like, yeah, like, oh my God, you my girl. You my girl. Give me a hug. Let me a hug. And I noticed that every time she was doing this shit, she was looking at Leisha. So Leisha just basically like this. I could tell Leisha seemed like annoyed, but I'm just thinking like, am I tripping? So she was just like, yeah, come here, Symone. Oh, now she trying to be all on me, which was weird as shit, because wasn't you just on Leisha like crazy. And I'm not tripping. I don't really like people to be on me like that. But it was just like, what are you doing? But I noticed what she was doing. She was looking at Leisha. And she was like, y'all, okay, come on, let's go. Like, let's go back out. So we leaving out. Me and Leisha still, we all just still talking and stuff like that. This is clingy. She got her arm around my waist, like holding me like this. So I'm like, girl, because y'all, how she's holding me, it's kind of messing up how I'm walking. Mind you, it's wet as fuck in the club. I'm not trying to slip and fall. So I'm like, oh, girl, okay, like, watch out, like, watch out, girl. So she was just like, come on, like, I want to be next to you. Come on, I can't walk. So I was like, all right, here, well, like, hold my arm. Let me hold your arm or whatever. She's like, no, y'all, this hoe pissed me off. She irritated me. Why? Mind you, when we start getting closer, I'm keep telling her like, girl, okay, let my waist go. Damn, like, you know, I'm not trying to say it like that, but I'm like, okay, girl, here, like, here, hold me like this. Here, I got you. And Leisha like, you know, we got you. Come on, let's help you. Like, if you too drunk, we could leave. And she's like, no, I'm good, Leisha. Symone got me. She got me. Like, it's cool. But I was noticing, I'm like, this shit is weird. Mind you, it was just weird. So next thing you know, we getting close to the section. Why she let go of my waist. She let go of my waist. She grabs me like this and put her arm around me. Ho, I have on a fucking wig. And I didn't glue my shit down. I used to wear a glueless wig. So when she did that, the first thing I grip is my lace. Hold on now. Wait a second. So I said, oh, girl, hold on. You on my hair. So she was just like, hey. Like, she doing all of this. So I was like, you on my hair. So I'm like, okay, hold on now. I'm like, hold on. So I stopped walking. And Leisha came. And Leisha was like, girl, let her go. Like, what are you doing? Because the fuck is you doing? So she was just like, oh, what? I almost made your wig fall off. Mind you, only me and Leisha had wigs on. Clingy had a sew-in. So she was like, well, I almost made your wig fall off. And she started laughing. So I was just like, girl. And I'm like, kind of like turned this way to kind of like fix it. Mind you, I don't care about none of these ninjas. But I still don't want to be in a club looking like Jim Jones at the same time. So Leisha like kind of like helping me fix my hair. She was like, oh, no, you good. I'm like, you sure? I'm like, because it's a glueless, like, you know. So it could have went back. She's like, no, you good. Like, you good. You straight. So then, y'all, Clingy didn't say sorry. She didn't say nothing. This hoe was just fucking weird. And at this point, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. It made more events that happened later down the line that made me realize that she was doing some sabotage. I can't even speak. She was doing some sabotage ass shit. Why did I blink one out? I don't know. That was weird. It was more events down the line that made me realize that she was doing some sabotage ass shit. Like, she was doing some weird shit, and it was because of a reason. Like, you know, when you could kind of peep something that's weird, and I'm thinking like maybe she was drunk. But the more I hung out with this girl, I realized like it was a lot of weird shit that she did, right? So yeah, so we end up going back to the section. We just having fun or whatever like this. At this point, I don't know what. At this point, she being cool. We all just dancing together. We all vibing. She not like being on one or the other, like she being straight, right? So it's time to leave. Let's fast forward. And we was going to walk down a little bit more because where we was at was downtown. And they be having a lot going on. It's the pizza right here. We was at the Reserve, by the way. So it's the pizza shop right here. I know somebody going to be like, I thought you was giving details. Y'all, people was really mad about that. I ain't even gonna lie. So it was y'all know the little pizza place right there across the street, whatever, liquor store. And then it'd be like the tacos, whatever. So people selling stuff. So it was somebody selling some tacos, and we start walking down to go get some tacos. It's all of us outside down the street. So the boy that she was all on and that was talking to me at first, he come back over there and he started talking to me, and he was just like, you good? Like, you look faded. You need some water. You need me to get you some water or something like that. So he's like, you good? You look faded. So I was like, I'm good. I'm like, I just need some water. So he pulled a water out of his pocket that he took out of the club. It was a water bottle and it wasn't open yet. So I was like, oh, I can have that. And he was like, yeah, you can have it. So when he's handing it to me, I'm grabbing it. Clinky gonna grab too. I'm like, I want some water. So I said, hold on, let me get some and then you can have the rest. Because, yeah. And she was like, go ahead, I'm thirsty though, I'm thirsty. But she's still holding it. So he's like, well, you know, like, it's hers. Basically, like, let the shit go. So I was like, hold on, I got you. I was like, let me just get some real quick. So I kind of like snatched out her hand. Not like that, but like that for real, because you doing too much and you're not about to blame it on you being drunk. Why look like I got shoulder pads on? Oh, it's the pillow. So I'm like, you're not about to really blame it on you being drunk because you just being weird as fuck. So I ended up drinking some of the water. And at this point, when I'm drinking it, she kind of tried to reach for the bottom of it. So I heard it and like put it out my mouth. Because, ho, is you trying to squeeze the water? At this point, I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm going to have to fight this girl. Good thing I didn't drive. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fight her. Because you being weird, it's like, it's only so much a hoe could blame on being drunk. Like, you're just being weird as fuck, and I'm peeping this. It's like really irritating me. So when she did that, I like put it out. I was like, here, take it. But when I did that, I kind of like pushed it, and it kind of like was in her face. So she ended up taking the water bottle, and she started like waterfalling it or whatever. And she's like, why you didn't give me no water? Why you didn't bring me none? Like, you just forgot about me. At this point, she talking to him. I just walk. I walk like in front of them. Like, I don't have time for this weird ass shit. Alicia and the friend, everybody just loud, like, you know, just vibing, walking or whatever to get some food. So we standing there and we like about to get like waiting in lines or whatever to get food. So me and Alicia, we kind of talking. Mind you, Clinky back there talking to old boy that she was not even fucking worried about. But go off, sis. So me and Alicia, we right there talking to the boys or whatever and just like laughing and shit like that. So why next, you know, Clinky gonna walk over there and she's like, now my girlfriend left me behind, and she started hugging on Leisha. So Leisha was like, oh, okay, like, you good. She put her arm around her. She started patting her head. Like, and now Clinky got her head like on Leisha's breast, and she just like patting her head. So she's like, this my girlfriend. This mine. She's mine. I love her. I love Leisha so much. Like, I love you. You're mine. So I'm just like, aw, y'all so cute, you know, just because I'm like, the fuck. But I'm just genuinely kind of like drunk and just like not seeing nothing wrong with this situation right now. So I noticed every time Clinky kept saying she's mine, she's looking directly at me. So I was like, y'all so cute. So Alicia's like, look at my little baby. So she's like, yeah, she's mine. She's all mine. And I'm just thinking, like, at that point, like, after the so many times, it was kind of giving like, how was you cool? It was just so weird. When I'm telling y'all, she was just fucking strange, right? So we standing there and we like getting our tacos. It seemed like wherever I go, this hoe is just bouncing around like a motherfucking marble. So if I go over here and oh boy talk to me, be like, is your friend okay? She kinda just drunk as fuck. Then that's when she'll come over there. If I'm over here with Alicia, she'll come over there. I could be standing at the wall talking to a bum and an imaginary person. She gonna come do that too. Everything I did, she did. And it was just so annoying. But not like she did it in a like, it's fun and we're having a fun time. No, she did it like, it was like she was trying to irritate me. And I just thought she was the weirdest person ever because me and Alicia was having a fucking time. Like, me and Alicia vibing and stuff like that. So I'm thinking like, oh, Alicia cool. The whole time I'm thinking like, okay, Alicia cool, but Clinky, I don't know about her. She just kind of weird, right? So I don't know. It was just kind of irritating. We ended up going back to Alicia's house and Alicia was like, oh, if y'all too faded, y'all could go home. I mean, y'all could, if y'all too faded, y'all could go home. Alicia was like, y'all too faded, y'all could stay here. And Clinky was like, I'm gonna stay tonight. Like, y'all might as well stay tonight. So I was just like, no, I'm gonna go home. And I ended up leaving y'all, right? Because I was just like, I ain't had time for that. Because at first, before I was gonna go home, I was just still chilling for a little while. And I was like, I'm gonna just like sober up a little bit and then leave. So when I was still there, Alicia's like, this is Clinky. Leave, go home. You should go home. Y'all, I was like, girl. So Alicia was like, no, you don't gotta listen to her. Like, if you want to stay, you can stay too. Like, I got enough room. We could all fit in my bed or whatever. Like, this a king bed. She's like, I got enough room. We could all fit in my bed. Like, we good. Like, yeah, we could all fit in here. So when I would be like, oh my God, I'm gonna end up dozing off, but I gotta go. I was like, yeah, I can't stay the night out. Like, my man gonna be tripping. I'm like, he already hitting me up. Well, no, let me stop lying. If I go out, I would hit him up to check in on myself, to be like, hey, I'm okay. Sometimes he'll hit me up with face like, okay, if I'm not posting enough, then he'll hit me up like, what are you doing? But other than that, it's sad because if I be like, oh, I'm finna come home in a minute, I'm good. Or if I call him drunk, he'll be irritated and yeah. So, I'm just like, oh, let me not doze off. Like, I'm good though. Like, I'm straight. I just needed some water and I was good. So she was just like, girl, no, yeah, go home. Go home. Don't fall asleep. Go home. She'll try to laugh at me. I'm like, girl, I am going home. But when she'll notice, like, I kind of got a little attitude, like, that's when she'll be like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you got to stay, you should just stay. I say you should stay. Stay with us. But it was when I copped the little attitude. But it's like, ho, you are very strange. So she's like, stay with us. Stay with us. And I'm like, no, it's cool. I'm going to leave. And at this point, that's when I had actually got up to leave after this girl done told me to go home like 11 times. And I just would be like, laugh it off, but keep talking to Alicia and we keep joking around. And she'd still be like, go home. Mind you, me and Alicia could be laughing, talking. I'd be like, girl, we had so much fun. Oh my God, like, yeah, we got to link again. And this would be her, go home. Go home. And we was just ignoring her. But it was just one point where that shit irritated me bad. And I was just like, girl, I am going home. And that's when Alicia was like, girl, no, you ain't got to leave. And I was like, yeah, I'm finna go right now. And then that's when Clingy was like, no, I'm just kidding. Like, stay with us, stay. I want you to stay. Don't go. And I was like, yeah, nah, I'll see y'all. You know, and I had ended up leaving or whatever. And I told Alicia when I had made it home or whatever, y'all, you would think would never. Because, you know, I was older. You would think that I would have been like, yeah, I'm never going to hang out with these weird. Well, not Alicia. She wasn't weird. Well, she wasn't weird. It's a reason why I don't hang out with these people no more. But y'all would think that I wouldn't have hung out with them again after that. But I did. I did hang out with them again. And the shit was always... Let me tell y'all how shit be a motherfucking plot twist, alright? But anyway, that's it for this story time. I had to give y'all a quick little. I'm tired. I told y'all I had did this more than once. Now I have to go dye this hair. Take this hair out. Oh, why did I be booked and busy this whole week like I don't got shit to do? I'm so confused. Like, why would I do this to myself? But yeah, that's it for this story time. I love you guys so much. I'm recording it late night right now, so I'm gonna try to get it up to y'all in the morning because yeah, I love you guys so much. I'll see you on my next one. Peace out.